Nothing can't be done as I can. The pinnacle of regenerative medical technology. SuperJ International Pharmaceutical Group. Crafting life's legend. And scripting the tale of timelessness. What are free radicals? In 1954, Dr. Harman proved the existence of free radicals. The destructive effect of free radicals in cells and tissues leads to human aging and disease. There are two types of free radicals. One is called extracorporeal free radicals, which are caused by pollution from the environment and the food chain. The second type is free radicals in the body, which are released when the mitochondria in the body produce ATP energy. Because free radicals are highly active, they will rob electrons from other cells, causing cell damage and various diseases. Free radicals damage the human body in three ways. The first is by attacking fat and causing it to oxidize. The second is by attacking proteins, causing cells to age faster. The most serious one is the control of DNA and RNA, which leads to diseases and cancer. Free radical attack triggers a series of inflammatory reactions. If it attacks the stomach will be inflamed, leading to ulcers, bleeding, and even stomach cancer. If it attacks the liver will be inflamed, leading to cirrhosis. If it attacks the kidneys will be inflamed, leading to failure or even kidney cancer. If this happens in pancreas, the function of the pancreas will be imbalanced, causing diabetes, eye inflammation, retinopathy, cataracts, and even go blind. When free radicals attack the cardiovascular system, they cause hardening of the blood vessels and thicken the blood vessel walls. This can cause cardiovascular disease, memory deterioration, and Alzheimer's disease. When free radicals attack the joints will become inflamed and painful, which can cause many joint diseases. If skin cells are being attacked, it will cause skin inflammation, blisters, acne, dark spots, and age spots. The destruction of elastic fibers and collagen by free radicals will cause skin sagging, wrinkles, losing luster, and promotes aging. Free radicals can also damage DNA, causing chromosomal mutations and causing tumors and cancer. This is the root cause of human aging and disease. Since then, scientists have been actively researching antioxidant substances. They also began to study the world's 5 major longevity villages, namely Hunza in Pakistan, Shangri-La in Yunnan province in China, Cossacks in the Soviet Union, Ecuador, and Vilcabamba. The average lifespan of people in these places is as long as 100 years, and people who are over 100 years old are strong and can still work in the field. National Geographic magazine once reported that a 105-year-old man from Vilcabamba can still be a father. Even local dogs can live to be 37 years old, and the number of people suffering from cancer is almost zero. During the research process, these are all related to negative hydrogen ion in the local water. The negative hydrogen ion has one more electron, which can throw the electron to the free radical, reducing the damage caused by the free radical robbing the electron. The combination of free radicals and electrons will turn into water and be metabolized from the body. This can reduce free radicals in the body and make the body healthy. Negative hydrogen ions are not easy to store and will evaporate and disappear in an instant. In 2010, SuperJ successfully used quantum technology to develop negative hydrogen ions into powder. Negative hydrogen ions are the smallest, strongest, most basic, and most effective antioxidant substances. It can effectively scavenge free radicals. It is 100 to 150,000 times smaller than the average size of human cells. So, it can reach every cell, capillary, terminal of the body, and even pass through clogged blood vessels and blood barriers that drugs cannot pass through. After combining with free radicals in the human body, it forms harmless water and is expelled from the body to resist oxidative damage caused by free radicals. However, negative hydrogen ions still have the problem of being difficult to obtain. Hydrogen is relatively inactive at room temperature, but it can be activated with a catalyst. Hydrogen atoms have high restoring power, so it is the best to make active hydrogen ion powder. This technology has been successfully developed by SuperJ, and we call the powder solid negative hydrogen ions. Negative hydrogen ion powder allows us to supplement it at any time, allowing the body to fight against free radicals, oxidation, acidification, aging, radiation, cancer, etc. It restores oxidized and damaged cells. Japanese scientists also conducted experiments on negative hydrogen ions. The experiments are based on oxidation, which is the rusting of iron or the decay of food. Iron nail corrosion experiment report on negative hydrogen ions. Place 5-centimeter nails into 2 containers. Pour tap water into both containers and keep them intact. One of them adds a small amount of solid negative ions. This aims to observe the difference in preventing oxidation between the two. Days after the experiment started, the iron nails, which were only filled with tap water, had begun to rust. Weeks after the experiment started. 1 month after the experiment started, iron nails with solid negative hydrogen ions added are still fine. Solid negative hydrogen ion redox experiment report. The redox measurement gave a value of 500 at first. Then add a small amount of solid negative hydrogen ions and measure the value again. Minutes later. 15 minutes later, the redox measurement now reads -33. 47 minutes later. After 1 hour. 2 hours later. 3 hours later. 3 hours and 30 minutes later. 4 hours later, the redox measurement value can maintain -87 after 19 hours. After confirming the continuity, change the tap water again and observe again. Negative hydrogen ions continue to be released after changing the water. The duration lasted far longer than expected. Experiment on toast without added preservatives. The bread on the right has 0.2% negative hydrogen ions added to it. The one on the left is bread without negative hydrogen ions added. Compare the difference after 7 to 8 days. The one on the left has rotted a lot. Solid negative hydrogen ions can prevent food from oxidizing and spoiling. Experiment on the effect of negative hydrogen ions on blood. This experiment aims to observe the blood before ingesting negative hydrogen ions and 30 minutes after ingestion. The experimenter was a 35-year-old male who drank alcohol but did not smoke. Before negative hydrogen ions ingestion. This is the state of capillaries before taking in negative hydrogen ions. Notice the speed and the amount of the blood flows. After negative hydrogen ions ingestion. This is the flow of blood 30 minutes after ingesting negative hydrogen ions. Both blood flow and flow speed are better than before ingestion. Another experimenter was a 64-year-old male who drank alcohol but did not smoke. Before negative hydrogen ions ingestion. The cells are inactive. After negative hydrogen ions ingestion. The cells are very active now. Apple oxidation experiment. Peel Peel the apples and shred them into shreds and place on 3 plates. After a few minutes, the apple shreds begins to oxidize. Then, add our product, SJ Joflex negative hydrogen iodine powder, to a plate of apple shreds. The oxidized shreds returns to its original fresh appearance. This is the restoring power of negative hydrogen iodine powder. If you like this video and enjoy watching it, please share it out. You can also tag your family and friends, or anyone you loved and cared about. Who knows that this video will be a great help to them.